Alright, y'all, let's do this. Welcome to Hardcore Enduro, where it's all about getting out, riding the hard stuff. I'm George, the guy behind the bars, and the voice behind the mic, and we got some hard stuff right now. Today's video is just going to be about doing some training for King of the Motos coming up at the end of January. So we're going to be going up and down some really rocky peaks. I was scouting out some other rocky peaks for possible cash can placements, but I wasn't putting any cans out today. I did that morning ride up to that tallest peak in the morning, so this is just the afternoon, kind of a sunset ride. Sun's going down, it's getting low, and I don't like to ride in the dark, so we're going to ride until the sun sets, and then I'll head back home. But it got a nice rocky climb here. This reminded me a lot of how that prologue day of King of the Motos, where you just start off going straight up this really intimidating looking rocky cliff. And it's good to get practice doing that, just because it's more a mental game. The bike can do it, I can do it. It's just I got to get over like the old crap factor of looking up that hill and thinking, how the hell am I going to get up here? But we're up. 511 right there. That 511 special, you're going to use that all the time. That is where you're going to. You're starting with the weight back. You're going to throw your hips and body weight forward, dropping the clutch all at the same time. It's not just a hammering down, you know, with the throttle, reducing that clutch. You know, it's a feather on. In the 511, if you guys don't know, that is from Rich Larson, the IRC tire guy. That's his number there, and he's just got the best training videos. If you think I'm teaching you a thing or two, go check out his videos, because he's like the Graham Jarvis of teaching. His videos are so good. You're going to learn so much about riding tips and skill from him. I just look up to him so much. He's always in my head. Whenever I ride, I can picture him on his videos talking to me. And it really helps because it makes me think about what I'm doing here. All right, we get up to this kind of rocky ridge line here. Now I was just doing a couple little scouting, hiking around here, seeing if I could place a cash can. I actually was thinking if I could bring the bike through here. That would have been nuts getting the bike through. I think I could do it, but that would have been really tough, and I'd need more time. The sun's setting, and I really wanted to go scout out some more peaks and get some more practice in on different terrain. That would have been nuts getting the bike through here, but I think I could have done it. Like, this is really gnarly, hard stuff. Which, you know, when you practice for hard enduro, you just got to train. My mindset is you got to train the hardest I possibly can, because I know in the race it's going to be harder. You know, as hard as I think I can train, it's always harder in the race, especially because your nerves are up, you're fatigued. I'm always fatigued instantly. I don't know what it is about racing, but I always start the race like out of breath. I can feel tired already. I don't know if that's from my kids keeping me up all night before in the rig. You know, when you go camping, the kids are excited, and it's hard to get a good night's sleep unless you're Dan. Dan gets that full night of rest before his races. I don't. I'm usually up till like 1, 2 in the morning, just doing some little side hill, climbing around to the other side of this peak here. Really good training right here. Picking my way through the rocks. Get over here, now we're going to move on to the next ridge line. It's kind of fun doing these ridge lines here because there's no trails, and you're just kind of blazing your own trail here and picking your own way. I'm going to go all the way out to the end there. A little bit different riding down in the valley, you know, the canyon of the creek there. The rocks there are just different. They're not as jagged. These rocks up here are just so jagged. To go down right here, and the rock moved on me, so I almost dumped her over. Saved it though. Get back up here to the top of the ridge. This is not too hard though, just fun. Good practice, not going fast. Get hung up a little bit right here. I gotta pump that front tire up and over. Do a little like pivot as I go. So get the front tire where I want to go, then I got to do a little left pivot there. Stalled her out. Now I got to rock her back and forth, get her on over. All right, we're going to go over to this peak and hike around the top. The another one. I think this would be fun. I was thinking if I get a bunch of cash cans out here, I could number them all, and then I could set up like a poker run or something like that. And if I ever set up my own race, I'd do a poker run and put like cards in each one. You ride to the peak, you grab a card, then whoever has the best poker hand at the end of the ride, you know, gets a cash prize or something like that. That'd be fun to do with the group. If I ever set up like a hardcore enduro ride out here, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place a whole bunch of cash cans and then put playing cards in there, and whoever's got the best hand at the end of the ride will get a cash reward, cash prize. I think that'd be awesome. No one does that. I'll be the first guy doing this. Hey y'all, I'm drinking some eggnog. I don't look, you know, some guys aren't eggnog guys.
Yeah, someone's done it.
Oh, someone was up here. See, there's a crazy guy like me. I'm not the only one that's nuts out here riding around.
Someone's been here.
They have been here. Look at that. I get in spots and like no one's been here, and sure enough, someone was here. But I'm drinking eggnog right now. It's that eggnog from Costco. My wife gets it for me. I love it, you know. Usually I do my own mix though, but it comes pre-mixed at 50%. And it's so good right now. I tell her to stop getting it for me because I drink it. It's got like a ton of calories, and it's not good for the old belly here. Getting in some kind of conditioning coming up for King of the Motos, and it's so hard right now. With Thanksgiving, I stuffed my face, and then it's just been kind of a Christmas day setting in, and the eggnog is just so good. It is like my kryptonite. I just can't stop drinking it down. I got the big cube in there, keeping it nice and chilled. How do you guys drink your eggnog? Some guys don't like it. Got one of my best friends, Nick. He's a big old giant of a man, 6'5", probably about 270. Looks like he should be a linebacker for the football team. He could go pro if he wanted. But he drinks eggnog like me. All right, doing some more side hill through the rocks here. Good training, folks. Not on the trail. Oh, you know what I'm missing on this eggnog? Some nutmeg. I like to throw a little nutmeg on top, and I don't have it on there. All right, we're gonna make our way over to that peak right there on the left. Same thing. There's no trail up here. This one's a little bit harder than the last two. And it has this real cool saddle part. We're gonna go between that saddle up there, and there's a big downhill on the back side, and it's just big, long, steady downhill, which is good. Going downhill, you gotta practice that. You can gain a lot of ground going down on some of these. Oh, real rocky through here, right up here. See, we're up in this saddle here. Get up here, let's get off the bike, go up. Walk around that little rock up there. Sometimes you find little cash cans. You know, there people been all over these parts, and they'll leave a little can, read a sign-in book or something like that, but nothing up here. Man, the more I think about it, having this poker run is gonna be fun. I'm gonna set it up. I gotta place some more cans up here, so we'll maybe in the spring or something like that.
Pretty steep downhill.
When I get enough cans up here, and I got enough people that'd be interested in doing that kind of thing, I think it'd be fun. We get out here and do a ride. You can do a big group ride, and we all got our cords. Maybe we do a buy-in too, so it's like a $10 buy-in for a cash pot prize at the end of the ride of who has the best poker hand. That sounds fun. I like that. I've done boat poker runs. I've never done a off-road dirt bike poker run. I think it'd be cool. Who's down? All right, you get down. I'm gonna start. Tell me you want to go. I'm gonna throw your name on a list, and when I got enough people on the list to do a poker run, I'll let y'all know that that's gonna happen. I'm looking at that distant hill over there in the sunlight, and I can see a run going up about straight up ahead of me there. So I headed on over to it, going through this little rocky creek right here. It's off to the right, about 2 o'clock right now. And it's a little bit of a hidden run. Like you don't see the little trail going up it. So I get up here and I'm gonna have to just hang a right, get on up in that trail. Really rocky through here though. Trixie going through like a champ though right now. Yeah, right up here. Get on over. I gotta go right. All right, get on over right. here we are. We're at the kind of a start of the climb. It's straight on up in there. It's gonna be a hard one. Really rocky and loose sand. First attempt here is more of just a recon route. I don't really try to hit it too hard. I'm just coming up about halfway to get a look at it to see what line I should be taking. Really windy. Look at that wind just blowing past me there. All right, so I'm like, all right, there's some straighter runs right here. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a straighter shot. The route I took up, you come at an angle, and when you hill climb, going at an angle is not the best. You know, usually just a straight up shot is always your best chance at climbing up a hill, but you can just see how bumpy and how rocky these climbs are. So I go all the way down, gonna try to give myself the best kind of run up I can, just because I know it's sandy at top. But it's just so darn bumpy here. So I get up here and I'm just getting bumped around. And I could go faster, but get into that rut there, and I'm just getting bounced around the whole dang time. I'm like, yeah, it's too bumpy. I need my soft move set up there in the rear that would absorb a lot of those that chatter from those little bumps there. So I go back to the original. This is the original route I did. So I'm coming at an angle. You're not straight up there. And I'm not having it the full throttle that I would want. And I come in here and I'm gonna hit this rock and it bounces me out.
That was dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb. If I moved over, Trixie, she likes the rocks.
Right for that big rock.
I know, big rock. If I would have moved over, I think I would have kept on going. But I'm all the way up here. And we're hard enduro training folks, so instead of going back down and just hitting, you know, another run and just trying to one-shot this every single time, you don't get that opportunity sometimes in hard enduro. Even the pros, the top guys, you'll see them all the time. They get up so far, and then they got to start doing the switchbacks. So I just get a little bit of a push there to get Trixie over that hump of a rock. And now it's sandy here, so I'm going to try to get momentum established, and I'm not wanting to dig a hole. If I dig a hole, it just makes it so much harder. So I'm just taking it in little bites, and then I'll rock the bike back, do some 511s, and just try to establish some. So I'm just rocking the bike a little bit. All right, trying to just get me a little bit bigger starting pass. So nice rocking back and forth. That's good. So now weight back, throw the weight forward. Now I'm not just hammering down, digging a hole. I'm kind of feathering it. It is digging a little bit, but I'm not. If I just drop it, it'd be like, and it'd dig a hole instantly.
Gosh.
So just kind of slowing that wheel spin, and it's able to tractor up a little bit better. Oh, got a dang rock in the way. Clear the rocks. It's legal to move rocks, folks. All right, look at that. Throw the weight forward. Got to do a lot of that here. Real soft, so here I'm going back and forth a little bit, trying to establish that momentum. That momentum is your best friend wherever you're doing hill climb. Momentum, once you get going, if you can just keep it going, and right when you feel that bike starting to dig in, you got to pull in that clutch. You don't want to loop it out, and then you don't want to dig a big hole that makes it even harder for you to get over. So as soon as you start feeling it, your bike stop, pull in that clutch. Don't prevent the rock back. Some people will pull in that clutch. Yeah, she's climbing. All right, one more. She's up. Yeah, buddy. But a lot of people will pull in the clutch and that bike will just rock back and they lose all that ground, you know. So keep that pressure in that clutch, you know, so that when you're done climbing, she just kind of sticks right there. And then you're going to do little rock backs and, you know, get another foot, get another 6 inches, get another 2 feet. Sooner or later, you're up to the top just like that. Look at that beautiful view up here. The sun is setting. Sometimes the desert, it's just a beautiful place. You know, I love the mountains too. There's something about the open vistas in the desert. It's just beautiful out here. You got the big Sierras in the far distance there, and it's just beautiful out here. All right, we're gonna head over left, and I want to hit. There's a rocky good, like, hard enduro style climb that I've done before. So I want to see if I've improved since I've done it. It's been several months. I'm like, all right, let's hit this again and let's see where I'm standing. So go back down. I'm gonna go through a couple washes, around to the next canyon. Yeah, there's about a half mile up there. All right, here we are coming up. So the main route to the right, that's where everyone goes, and then there's this little hidden hard enduro line to the left here. Got a bunch of these little step ups here, just kind of wheelie on up over them, not too hard. You got another one coming up there, same thing, just riding on up and over, carry your momentum, then pivot left here. You gotta go straight up the rock, so pivoting left, and then I gotta get high enough. That rear tire needs to make it all the way up on this ledge, so go all the way up, rear tire's up on the ledge. You can go, there's a line straight up here or one to the right of this big rock. This one's straighter, but that rock ledge a little bit taller. And as soon as I start going, you can see that the rear tire there was a rock that it bumped the back end over, lost all the momentum.
Answer that question.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, I should have just went right. And even about 3 o'clock right there, I think there's another line there. So right there about 2 o'clock, I think I could go across and then back up. So I said, all right, I'm gonna try this one right here. Back end gets kicked over to the left. You can see my left foot peg is getting hit right here by that rock, and I'm having to lean Trixie over to the right, and it's no good. So I'm like, all right, let's pick the back end up, move it over. Moving your bike. Now, this is hard enduro, so moving your bike, moving rocks, that's all legal. You can do that. 511, come on, let's get it, George. Oh, not good enough. Got up a little bit. And this rock gets wedged in. It gets wedged in right there on my swing arm. It literally is not allowing me to get any traction. Anyways, get that rock out of the way. Boom. Up is up. It's all right, y'all. This bike's fuel injected. I ain't leaking no gas on this desert tortoise ground here. It's clean. She's environmentally friendly. All right, we got one more little obstacle to go until that hard rock wall in the distance right there. But I underestimated it. I didn't hit it right, and I didn't make it up. See, these little things are costly. During the race, when you're racing, you'll underestimate some little ledges, and then it takes you 2 or 3 tries to get over it. You waste so much time and effort. All right, we got a good climb here. And I went a little bit too far left, hit it hard, boom, right there, and I lost momentum. Just if I would have been over about a foot to the right, I would have had a much cleaner line. Had to ghost her a little bit there. Yeah, bailed. It's all right to bail too. Hill climbing, your safety is #1. So if you got to bail on the bike because you don't want to get hurt. You get hurt and you're out riding for 6 months because you got to have surgery or something like that. That's bad. But the bike, we can order parts and have them delivered in 3 or 4 days. So just think about that. Bailing on the bike, fixing the bike, not that big an issue. Waiting 6 months to heal from some broken thing that you shouldn't have done, well, that's costly, folks. All right, just got one little hard section through here. Little big rocks. Just kind of shoot it up. Got kicked over to the right. Should have given it gas. I could just went right over the top. I know it don't look like much on camera, folks. And it was in the end of the day. Had that big ride earlier today, and I'm just a little bit tired. So I wasn't running as clean as I wanted to be, which is all right. When you race hard enduro, you're going to be exhausted and having to hit this stuff. So it's good to have good practice hitting this stuff. Having the mental discipline is still trying to get your skill level up. All right, we got a nice steep hill climb right here. It's short, but steep, loose, and rocky. It's got this weird little curve to it, so you gotta go up, then left, and then go back right, so you don't get this nice straight run, and then it gets really loose right there. So you gotta be carrying a lot more speed than that to make it on up. Oh, looky there. I'm out of eggnog. Let's hit pause and refill this glass. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, we're back. Can't run out of eggnog. This is good stuff right here. Oh, it's sweet and whiskey and goodness. I don't know, it's like this is what Christmas is all about. I've been decorating all day, so it just hit the spot right now. All right, the other thing to look out too is this stack of rocks to the left. Look at that, about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock right now. Somebody's been out here stacking rocks on this side of this hill. All right, this second run did not do that good as well. And then I was kind of pissed because I was like, oh, I can do way better than this. Game on, let's go. Okay, get back down here. This big rock, see there's a big rock right there, boom. I tried to drag it out of the way. I tried to get that rear tire on there to move it. All right, let's go. This is it, this is the one. No holding back, George, let's go. Oh, big rock's still right in the way. Gotta jump it every time. All right, shoes up, climbing good. Keep that balance. Get up here. Oh, hang on right. That's not really up the hill. Cheating a little bit there, Georgie. All right, made it on up here. Just about another 5 feet to go, and then she'll flatten out. So I'm like, ah, I can get it from here. All right, get that bike over. Get the momentum start. Look at that, weight back, weight forward. And that 525 with the big knobs. She's grabbing. All right, we're on up. Look at that, now I'm not giving up either. I'm going all the way to the top. No one else did. They just went off to the right somewhere, taking it easy. I'm like, no way, let's get to the top. She's loose, but she's still grabbing. Now it's not as steep. That bottom run right at the start of that climb, that was real steep. Not so steep here. And there it is, y'all. Top. One more peak. I should have just kept on going. Look at that. There's another peak. But it's getting dark. Sun is down, and my rule is, especially riding solo, once the sun is down, it is time to get home. Plus, it's time to eat. Got all the wives making turkey, mashed potatoes, and stuffing. Oh, I just can't wait. I love stuffing. All right, here we go. We got this climb. We came down with Cortland the other day, so now we're gonna go up. This is a really fun little climb here. It's pretty odd. This is a good black diamond run. Nice little step up right there. Narrow's got this rocky, pretty steep, rocky little climb right here. Just carry that momentum, and she'll just keep on biting. She just keeps on climbing up. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Looking good here. I say that, and then I get kicked out right up here. Rock right there, boom. Hit that rock. Get kicked out. Back end's hanging off the ledge there.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, son of a biscuit. All right, look at my left hand. You see where I hooked it? I wanted to point this out. So I've added this strap right there between the handlebars. And when you got to pick your bike up, it is so nice. Before, because everyone just grabs it by the handlebar. And sometimes it's really awkward to get your hand as far in, especially if it's in a tree or something like that, or bush, or it's just in the sand. You know, having to grab that bottom handlebar, you're like grabbing the top side of the handlebar, either the fender or the rear tugger strap. But I put this strap right in between the handlebars there. You can see it over. It's covering my iPhone bag, and it is so nice picking up your bike when you got to deadlift the bike when it's laying over. It is perfect. I recommend that. If you guys haven't got a tugger strap in between your handlebars, get one. I'm telling you, when you got to pick up your bike, it is so much nicer. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna ride off into the sunset here and start eating some turkey and mashed potatoes. Oh, my wife made this really good macaroni and cheese. It's so good. She's gonna have to make that one again. All right, till next video comes out, get out, ride, and get some.